A vaccine for AIDS, iOS apps stealing personal data, Amazon suing reviewers, and a camera that can see through walls. These are today's bits. For decades, we have been pursuing a vaccine for the HIV virus, which, as you might know, causes the condition known as AIDS. After being infected with the HIV virus, its surface protein binds with a CD4 receptor of the host white blood cells, and then from there it binds with a second receptor and then starts to multiply. The biggest issue with all this is that the HIV virus can mutate rapidly to avoid the immune system, and because of that, we have no cure. But with this new vaccine, researchers are using those protein connections to screw it. I won't even pretend to understand how all this works. But the point is that they're actually close to human trials with this AIDS vaccine, and we might be witnessing a beginning to the end of AIDS as we know it. Check out the links in the description to learn more. Looks like Apple is getting hit with another breach in their security. Apparently, some advertisement SDK that app developers have been using is stealing customer information. So far, 256 apps have been identified and removed from the App Store. This SDK uses private APIs to gather information like emails and device identifiers and then sends it to the company servers. No list of affected apps are available as of yet. In later news, Amazon is suing people for selling reviews. A website called Fiverr was connecting people with businesses with the intent of selling favorable reviews for only $5. Now Amazon is fighting this method of boosting product ratings with lawsuits, bringing hope to online shoppers everywhere. Some people were playing host to 100 different Amazon accounts, all running off of different IPs just to cash in on this method. And I am so happy that Amazon is cracking down on all this too. Sometimes it's easy to spot an obvious fake review, but I know that I have probably been fooled by a few fake ones before. A camera that can see through walls. Okay, that statement's a little overambitious, albeit somewhat true. This new camera from MIT can in fact see through walls. However, the image it produces is not only very low resolution, but it can also take up to an hour to actually produce anything. So while it can 3D render a general shape behind a wall, it's not going to be used anytime soon to spy on your neighbors while they're doing their freaky deaky. You can see some examples in the images it can take here, and I stress again, low resolution. Bonus stories today include Microsoft begging users to try Microsoft Edge rather than setting Chrome as their default browser. A pop-up actually comes up saying, "Don't switch and try it now." It's just sad. What's even sadder, or more sadder, is that they're also starting to throw ads in people's start menus disguised as suggestions for people to try new apps. We all knew this was coming, and I hate Windows 10 so much that I don't even want to talk about it anymore. But, it's kind of like a train wreck. You just can't look away or record it. NVidia is forcing people to not only register an account with them with a verified email to get game-ready drivers now, but they are also forcing them to download an entirely different program called GeForce Experience that also runs in the background. And people everywhere are asking themselves, why? A new malware replaces your Chrome browser completely and acts like everything is normal, except for a large amount of pop-ups, system file hijacking, and activity monitoring, of course. It's called the eFast browser, so if you see it, well, you might be screwed, but you should probably get that fixed. And a chicken named Betty is now on Twitter and has over 30,000 followers. This is the world we live in. My only hope is that its last tweet is by the founders of the account sitting down to a nice chicken dinner. Maybe like a chicken sandwich. Like and subscribe below, and thanks for watching.